Hi, I'm Mark. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another Brexit video. Meanwhile, the European Council on the summit also agreed on the new withdrawal agreement that was negotiated between the British government and the EU Commission. A lot of talk is going on since the press conference of Boris Johnson and Jean-Claude Juncker, especially about one sentence of Jean-Claude Juncker, because he said there won't be any extension. And that's the main part I want to talk about in this video, because for this summit, that sentence is quite true. Everybody, especially on the, well, I can't say complete Brexit side, because Nigel Farage isn't very happy about this, but a lot of people who want to leave the EU are cheering about this sentence, but they are quite wrong. First of all, Jean-Claude Juncker is the president of the EU Commission. He isn't a head of government or head of state anymore, and they are the ones deciding about extensions. They are deciding about the new withdrawal agreement, which they just have, that they do agree to it, but it's not the Commission to decide. And the point is that this sentence is just true for 3 days, because of course the sentence is true for this summit. If you have a withdrawal agreement that the EU Council agrees on, of course you don't need an extension now. There is no reason to have an extension before the EU Parliament and Westminster have voted on it. And so they are at the situation right now where they agree to this new treaty, and they are waiting for both parliaments to vote on it. And if they agree, fine, there won't be any extension. But Angela Merkel gave a press conference yesterday too, and she was very clear about some things. First of all, her respect for Westminster. She said it's an old and wise parliament that exactly knows what it's doing, and they will make their own independent decision. And when she was asked about possible extensions because of the sentence Jean-Claude Juncker said, she several times said the European Council only decided on the new treaty papers. They did not decide on any what-ifs, buts, and whatsoever. That was not a point of this summit. And she made very clear they have not set any preconditions before the vote in parliaments. So the EU Parliament is free to vote on this new treaty as they see fit. And the House of Commons is free to vote on this as they see fit. And that means, first of all, what Nigel Farage said yesterday in a show of his Brexit party, Jean-Claude Juncker didn't overrule the Ban Act. The Ban Act is still in place and still valid. So, once again, if the House of Commons does neither agree on this new treaty, nor agree on a no-deal Brexit, the Ban Act means that Boris Johnson then will have to write his extension letter. And the EU did not rule that out. I'm not saying here what I prefer, but I just want to make clear that there's a lot of stuff going around at the moment which is just wrong. So from the point of view when I publish this video, tomorrow the House of Commons will make its decisions. That can mean they will vote for this treaty, that can mean they vote for no deal, that can mean, what I don't think, that they vote for this deal combined with a second referendum, because that would just mean no deal. There are a lot of speculations I'm going to talk about in another video. What are all the options that are possible? What outcome can come with certain of these options? But mainly, if they are thinking straight, there's just two things they're going to vote on tomorrow. Either this treaty or no deal. And if they don't want either of this, they're going to let Boris Johnson write the letter, as he said, and many of his ministers said he will do if the conditions for the Ban Act are not met by tomorrow. As I said, I'm going to talk about all this different options in another video. I'll latest publish tomorrow morning before Parliament is in session. But I wanted to get away this nonsense with Jean-Claude Juncker cut off every extension. That's just not true. Extensions are still possible depending on what happens in the House of Commons, depending on what the House of Commons decides. And Angela Merkel made it very clear that it's not off the table. And Angela Merkel is a member of the German CDU, and the position of the German CDU on Brexit is quite clear. Yesterday I published a video with the chief whip of the CDU and CSU in the European Parliament, and if you listen to his answers on the questions I've asked him, it becomes quite clear what are the preferred outcomes there. I'm gonna put up a card for this as well. You should have watched it, it's quite interesting, and I put it in the end screen so you don't miss it. For now, I just want to thank you for watching. Have a nice day and see you soon.